It's the third Thursday of November, and that means, in the United States at least, we are celebrating Thanksgiving. And while we have a very wide and very varied audience from all around the world, today we are holding with US traditions because nobody here is working, and we are sharing what we are most thankful for in the world of cleaner, greener, safer and smarter vehicles in a year that has, frankly, been a flaming pile of poop. But before I get to the team, I asked you guys to share some of the things that you are thankful for. Here's what some of you said. Monstead over in the TE Discord chat, you should totally join if you haven't, said Nikki, Kate and Erin, in no particular order. You are too kind, but thank you. It is lovely to be appreciated. Elf, also in the Discord chat, said, my 17 Bolt, the electric car I've been wanting and waiting to purchase for over 40 years. Tesla for busting open the path to sustainable energy, and TE and all the other wonderful and accessible sources of news and information that I've been able to find this year. Over on the TE YouTube channel, we also got some lovely comments as well. And while I should note that some of you did some great comments about family and friends, religion, maybe the election results, I'm going to keep those related to the plugin world in this video. Mr. Gozonator said that they were thankful for being 1 year closer to being able to buy their first electric vehicle, while Abram said, I am thankful that mainstream high-volume manufacturers seem to have started taking EVs seriously and put out products that are more than just, yeah, we make one too. I am totally in agreement with you there, Abram. Ninbind0 said that they were grateful during the first lockdown in May that they acquired their first EV, a Nissan Leaf. So welcome to the plugin owning family. Also joining the plugin family is... I'm sorry, I don't speak Chinese, but they said, my family has purchased 3 EVs in 2 countries, which is a good amount of progress in anyone's book as far as I'm concerned. Tim said that he was thankful for his local bike and scooter rental service, saying that it's so easy and fun even though winter is coming. He added that he was very thankful for all of the quote excellent EV YouTube shows and that a lot of people seem to be coming around to the idea of living cleaner, more sustainable lives. Abso-bloody-lutely, Tim. Arpan said that they were hired this year by an electric bike company to work on motor controls, and he also said that he's purchased his first self-propelled vehicle, an electric cycle. He also said that Tesla has become his top holding for his favourite foreign mutual fund in India, so he is very grateful for Tesla too. I think many traders around the world would agree, Arpan. Obviously, I can't read out every single one here, so do go and check out the stream on the YouTube channel. But there are 2 that really got my attention, and I think you're going to find out why. The first one is from Charles Christie, whose post I'm going to read now. He started by saying, a gas pump. Let me explain. My fiancé has never owned a car, and in our home state of New Jersey, all of the gas stations are full service, so she had never gassed a car up. I let her plug in my car, a 24 kilowatt-hour Leaf, into multiple stations, public, private, AC, DC, and everything in between. But then she pumped gas for my mum's car, a 2019 Subaru Forester that we were using to move her stuff from Jersey to our new home. And from the moment she first touched a fueling station, she knew she'd never drive gas. She complained about the weight and the awkwardness of the pump and wondered how nobody passes out from the fumes. Some of the gas got on her shoes, and of course, it dripped onto the car. When I told her this was normal for gas car owners, she swore off gas right there and then. I hope to get a 40 kilowatt-hour Leaf and give her my old 24 kilowatt-hour Leaf until she outgrows it. The future is looking bright. Charles, I love this, and for those who don't know, the state of New Jersey and the state of Oregon are the only 2 states in the US where you can't pump your own gasoline, so I've never thought about this before, but perhaps they need to change that and get more people plugging in because they don't want to pump gas themselves. Bjorn was the other person that caught my attention. He too had a story of love fueled by electric vehicles. He writes, would it have not been for the way this year got formed, I would have never found my girlfriend, brought my camper van, or drove all the long distance road trips we've done together in my Renault Zoe. It's an excellent BEV, even for trips that might exceed 200 kilometres, if you find the right charging solutions. It should be against the law to put up public charging posts at below 22 kilowatts. But I'm thankful anyway, since it has helped form a strong relationship over the summer, and now we're looking for a home together. What a fantastic story, Bjorn. So now we've heard some of your things that you're thankful for, let's talk to the team here. Over to you, Kate, and then to Erin.
Hi Nikki, you asked what I'm thankful for this year, and the first thing I am really thankful for that I have to say is thank you to the wonderful members of the Transport Evolved community who reached out when my mother was sick. Some of you may not know this, my mother was sick with COVID, her partner was sick with COVID. Both of them are now doing much better, but just the words of kindness and the generosity of people who follow the channel and who contacted me just to let me know that they cared and offer support and just generally be awesome people. I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. I know you were really asking about what I'm thankful for in the EV world in general. And so to answer that question, which I know is what you really wanted, is I want to say I am so excited to see the increasing affordability of electric vehicles. Now that we're starting to see that kind of hockey stick of uptake of technology, I know that there are more and more cars entering the used market, which make them much more affordable. The off-lease Bolts coming off their 3-year leases, the off-lease Nissan Leafs coming off, all these cars. And increasingly, we're starting to see cars that are in the $20,000 and sub $20,000 price range in the US, and that's super exciting. We're also starting to see cars coming from across the world to Europe and the US, things like the MGs that are just really competent electric vehicles at much more affordable prices, which is just going to do so much for electrifying transportation. I'm also kind of geekily excited about seeing the number of electric buses and some that are starting to creep into cities in the West. I know they've been much more common in China, but starting to see them in the USA, that is really cool, and it's going to do so much for air quality in city centres. So that's really great. And my final thing, you didn't give me a number, so I'm just going to keep going. But my final thing is that I am super excited by the open source developments. So as some of you know, I'm trying to convert my Morris Minor, or I am converting my Morris Minor to be an EV. And I am really pleased to be able to do that using salvage and open source components. So using the components that have been pulled out of vehicles that weren't ever intended to be used just as electric vehicles, but also just opening up those components to people who want to do conversions. I've long said it's really important that we get the EVs as conversions, or sorry, converted cars from the current ICE fleet converted to EVs, because there are so many on the road and it'd be just really horrifically wasteful to get rid of them all. So seeing that development and the progress being made on that front is really exciting. So that's what I'm grateful for this year. It's been really a tough year, but there have been some really wonderful things, and you have to take your silver linings where you can.
Hey guys, Erin here, coming to you from my craft room. And I just wanted to say that this year, in the world of cleaner, greener, safer, and smarter technology, I'm thankful for having a president-elect who has put climate change and green energy as one of his top priorities. And on top of that, I'm also thankful for, well, you. Yeah, you over there. You and the hundreds and thousands of other people that have made this channel possible. And on top of that, you've also been so generous towards me. I would not have been able to make my car purchase this year without you guys, so thank you.
Now, in case you were wondering, we did ask Morgan to film a short video too, But he's still in transit between his old university and his new one, which is back here in Portland, Oregon. Morgan, I hope that you had a fantastic and safe trip back home, and here's to your new studies and a new college. Well, that leaves me. I guess it's my turn, so I will try and keep it short. First, I am super grateful to be in a position, a content creator and a small business owner, for whom 2020 hasn't been filled with worries about income or worrying about keeping people on the payroll. This is, of course, down to the wonderful people who watch all of the ads, interact with us here on the channel, and support us financially through Ko-fi, Bitcoin, and Patreon. Without your patronage and support, we'd not be where we are today. People would not be still employed. So thank you. Next, I am equally grateful for all of the folks who reach out and tell me about their own transition to cleaner, greener transportation. From those who plopped down big bucks on a brand new Tesla to those of you who nabbed an eBay bargain or are converting your own vehicle to electric. Well, all of you mean so much to me. As you might have noticed, the last couple of months has brought a lot of extra trollage and Tesla stan commenters to the channel. Folks who are frankly less interested in changing the way we drive and more interested in dismissing anything that isn't their favourite and causing trouble. And honestly, it's those of you who've sent me mail, commented and kept me sane and pointing forward that have helped me this year. This year has been extremely tough. I suffer from depression and I've had several health scares this year, one of which is sadly ongoing. Without you guys, I seriously doubt I'd get out of bed some days, but thank you to all of you. And also thank you to one person in particular who added me to your Peloton family so I could work on losing some weight and giving myself that depression-busting endorphin rush. Yes, I am an adrenaline junkie. You know who you are local to me here, and let's just say, more eggs, more apples, and more produce is coming your way. Then, of course, there is the amazing team here. Kate and Erin, who some of you met at various events before COVID hit. Then there's Brandon, and Michael, our camera whiz freelancers who come and lend a hand when we need them, when we're doing big events, and make sure that the camera is focused and that I don't delete files. Yes, it's happened. And then, of course, there's the team at the house. My wonderful wife, Kate. A different Kate, remember. My daughter, who in her usual teenage way often butts heads with me and says she wants a Mustang, the petrol version, not the electric one, kids, eh? And of course, the Fluffs are my two dogs and the flock of chickens who I'm sure have become minor celebrities because of their time on camera. Finally, I am super grateful that we are starting to see a breadth of choice in the plug-in marketplace. We are starting to see automakers offer decent vehicles that fit a variety of budgets, and we're facing 2021, in the US at least, with a new government that's promising major commitments to electric vehicle support. And I think that means 2021 won't be like 2020. That's it for today. As always, thanks to the folks on my right for being our $15 to $49 a month Patreon supporters. Special thanks to our $50 a month patrons, John Lyons, Regine Fellows, Jeffrey Songster, and Tesla in the Gong. And our deepest gratitude to our $100 a month Patreon supporters. That's Marcel Ward, Reggie Watts, JP Fagerback, Sean Ueda, Will Graham, and Ian. You can join all of these amazing Patreon supporters by becoming one yourself, through following the links below, or if you prefer, you can follow a link to send us a donation through Ko-fi or Bitcoin. You'll also find a link to our free Discord server, so sign up and come and join in the fun. And if you're in some need of swag, then do check out our merch store over at Redbubble. We are now officially in the holiday season. It's Black Friday tomorrow. It's a great time to get yourself some TE swag for your loved ones, all while supporting the channel. Stay safe. Keep yourself and your loved ones protected from COVID. And while I hope many of you are foregoing the usual family Thanksgiving in order to keep those you care about and the wider community free from harm, know that I wish you and all those who you care about a sincere and joyous holiday. Much love. Keep evolving.